Hey guys, October 6th, 2021, we're looking at Afrm, and I'm new to this stock, as I'm sure plenty of you are. Today did some major volume though, compared to the previous days. We couldn't have foreseen this real uptick because pre-market, it gave us no indication. You can see here in pre-market, it was just like any other day, and then as soon as the bell rung, this thing took off to the races. But let's see possible plays we could have done to make some money. But before we do that, let's look at the news. News came out on this and it said that rebounding from dips, trading higher. There was call sweeps at $200. Call for Friday 130. Traded added buy now, pay later options. So I'm not too sure what's driving this high, but this is a price target that is way too big for my bridges. Not my cup of tea. I wouldn't trade anything this high. But those of you who have money, let's get into it. Right off the bat, if you had done the buy above the pre-market candle for 109.82, you would have made a nice little gain as it went up to 112. I would have always waited for the second candle, not always, but most of the time, to where a 115 would have been my takeout cash out position. But this looks like a nice stock, man. It was like a nice clean uptrend to give you an indication that it was going to stop, and then it downtrend pretty smoothly. It wasn't like, I don't know how they call it, choppy all over the place, but this was a downtrend that broke as well. And then from here was another uptrend. So you could have foreseen a lot of this stuff happening to where you could have been smart with your position of your entries and got in and got out profitably. This is another trend that seemed to happen for a long time to where, yeah, you could have rode this baby all the way to the moon. And it just continued this pattern, giving you a lot of uptrends, small pullbacks, give you great pullbacks to opportunities to buy in with the dips. A lot of people love dips and pullbacks, so this was a good stock for that. Man, I wish this was a cheaper. I probably would have got into it, but hopefully you guys made some money and saw some plays. At the later part of the day, it did form a consolidation sideways move to where you could have even had bought low and then sell high. It gave you a few opportunities to do that for what, maybe 2 hours, 12:55 to 2:55. Yeah, about 2 hours to do that. But I do want to look at one more stock before we end the video. Hopefully you guys did one of those plays or made some money there. But there is another stock that did major volume, DNA, and this is a 5-minute candlestick, a 6-day time period. But let's just zoom into the nitty gritty, which happened today. So beginning of the day, if you had placed a bid right above the pre-market candlestick, you probably would have broke even because it got up just to tease you a little bit, just to fall right back down, and then from there it stayed below the VWAP. So it had a downward trend here, not as smooth as the other stock we mentioned. You would be reaching if you tried to create something. Yeah, this thing just had a mind of its own, and even the trend here was just so slow and gradual. But you could have foreseen maybe a break in that trend, which happened at 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock. And then from there, couldn't make up his mind, playing between the VWAP. I didn't see an area of consolidation really where you could have bought low and sold high. Yeah, so I wouldn't have done well in this stock. So I'm glad I didn't play. Greenco is the name of the stock, which is thought that was a derogatory word. But as far as news that came out on it, let's take a look at news before we end the video. So it says healthcare sits out, border market advanced to this afternoon. Holding shares are down. Short sellers call company a colossal scam. Oh my gosh. So this is something I'm just finding out. People are spectating that this company is bogus, to where that's the reason or the catalyst for the downward trend early this morning. If it's going to continue tomorrow, probably is a price target that's pretty high, $10. I could see room for it to drop down a little bit more, or maybe even meet this low point that we had today. This probably would be a good support line to draw, and up here would be a good resistance. So we have our resistance at 1062, support somewhere at 930, and if those of you who are interested in playing this tomorrow, I would probably short somewhere up here, get out of the position down here, or if it breaks 929, I would look to continue to short for a longer play. But yeah, that's DNA. I appreciate you guys watching. Like always, happy trading, and I hope you guys are making money and making profitable decisions. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.